The only TSP strategy you'll ever need. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we said in the Army. In the infantry. I don't know if they said it in other MOSs. I don't know. I don't know if they said that in other branches of the military, but KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Me, because we're infantrymen, we're not that bright. But I just got off the horn with a lady today who's a federal law enforcement. Oh boy, someone's going to start barking. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I told you. And she's federal officer, so they have to retire you at 57. I think unless you're border patrol or something like that. I can't remember. Come here, Finn. But she has 60-40, 60% G or 60% C, 40% G. It's freaking awesome. I wouldn't change a thing. You know what I'm saying? Not because she's federal FERS. She has a pension, a supplemental pension until she's 62 and all that. And she did pay into Social Security as well. So she can take on more risk than maybe you and me who don't have these things. And she has federal employee health benefits. For the record, the idea that these people are making bank off the federal government it kind of ticks me off, because I'm sitting there thinking, at least on the federal law enforcement side, I talk to people in the Secret Service. I don't know if that's considered law enforcement, Border Patrol, tons of FBI agents. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone in the CIA, Border Patrol, FBI, DHS. These guys work, even FDIC. I don't think that's considered federal law enforcement, but these people work hard. So just give them a break. Yeah, they got great retirement benefits because they sacrificed 20, 30 years to work for the federal government. I don't know, it's like, only frustrates me. Like, oh man, I'm like, the jealousy stuff kind of gets on my nerves. And look, I'm guilty of it as anybody else, trust me. So I'm just saying, give them a break. All right. So anyway, here we go with the C fund, the G fund. I just want to point out, but the G fund hasn't done anything. Yeah, it has. It has never lost money. Ever. I just want to point that out. Has never lost money. Now, hasn't made much money in the last 10 years or so. The last 10 years, it's averaged 2%. Right? Well, it hasn't ever lost money. It's never gone down in value. And you can see all this for yourself, my friends. The G fund has never lost money. I've ever said that. And the reason is because it has guaranteed investments never to lose money. The C fund right here is literally the S&P 500 fund. It's just a 500 index. Let's see, over the last 10 years, it's 13%. So it's done incredibly, or 14% basically, done incredibly better than the G fund. Oh, yeah, right. What did it do in 2008? 37% down. What did it do in 2002, 3, and 1? 22, 11, and 9. What did the G fund do? They weren't down those years. What did it do in, 1990? Down. G fund wasn't down those years. It's just that simple. So it might start raining. Anyway, so the point being is the G fund is your cushion when the C fund starts tanking, which will happen time and again. It just does all the time. Why make it more difficult than that? And then when this lady's going to start taking some money out, it's going to be proportional. If she's taking $3,000 out, 60% will come from C, 40% will come from G. It's great. All right, so then we're going to go to, I want to show you something else here. The fund won't even keep up with inflation. Oh, yes, it has. Let's see, I had it someplace right here. Hold on a second. Yes, it has. We're going to go to performance and risk. There you go, baby. You don't have to make so much noise, big guy. So right here, here's inflation. Here's the G fund. Never has gone down, has beat inflation every single, well, I can't say every single year, but certainly going back to the dawn of the G fund. And so you're a G fund if you invested $100, basically 1998, 1988. That's 35 odd years, right? Is worth $500 now, and inflation is $263. You basically doubled the rate of inflation. Yeah, you're not making huge amounts of money, but you beat inflation. All these people say it doesn't beat inflation. I said, yeah, it does. Let's look at the C fund. I'm not sure if it does the same. I think Finney's going to ready to bark again. No barking. We go to performance and risks, and we will see. Yeah, so here's a C fund. $100 vested in 1988 is now worth $3,370. Inflation is $254. So the C fund has smoked inflation, but it did. Look at that, $100 invested in 1988 at the end of 2009, basically beginning of 2009, it was worth $500 at $545. Inflation is $183. I mean, look at this. So it's gone from $545 to $33.70. So you can see the performance of the last 15 years. It's insane, man. If you expect that again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I mean, you can. So your money. I think the G fund's great. No downside risk. And let's look at 1909, 1999, 380. So at the end of April 2009, our lawnmower guys there, the G fund actually was just barely behind the S&P 500 or the C fund relative to its rate of return relative to inflation. The last 10 years, the turnaround, it's going to turn around again. You can see this a mile away. Anyway, point being is keep it simple, stupid. 60% C, 40% G, move on. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, 70% G, C, 30% G, move on. You want to be a little bit less aggressive, 50-50, move on. But just, you don't need anything more than that. You don't need all the other insane stuff the TSP offers. Just C and G, and you are good to go. Love your thoughts. We'll see you.